First on Late News Tonight, she was just sworn in days ago and she granted me her first sit-down interview. Chief Kathy Lester is making history as the first woman to lead the Sacramento Police Department. So, the question is, you're first, but what are you doing to make sure you're not the last?
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Recruitment, retention, that type of thing.
So one of the things that I'm really trying to do is increase diversity within our department. Diversity really across the board. We just signed on to a cool thing called the 30 by 30 initiative. And the goal of that initiative is try and increase the representation of women in the department to 30% by 2030. Right now we're about 17, so not quite where we want to be. But I really like it because even though we are trying to do everything we can, there's a lot of really smart people and researchers and professionals that are working on this. And I hope that what we can learn from that initiative can also apply to just increasing diversity department-wide. So I'm excited about that initiative.
Well, you know what? You have really had to hit the ground running, right? Don't you feel?
I think everybody does. Police departments never slow down. These are 24/7 operations. They don't take a break when you need a new chief, It's not like they say, okay, hold on. We have to get this girl up to speed for a month or two, I did have the fortune of being able to be a second in command here for quite a while. So I felt like at least I had some insight to the city, the department, and our community, which has made that transition easier for sure.
Cities across the nation are seeing an uptick in crime. I don't have to tell you the numbers. I'm sure you know. They're up. And so what do you think? What do you attribute that to? And what's your plan to tackle the issue?
What I personally think we need to do is really drill down into to areas where crime is being committed and really, try and address those small areas. We know that most violent crime is committed by a small number of offenders in small geographic areas. So let's focus on those offenders and let's address those issues. I think by partnering with community-based organizations, by really being very transparent and open with the community and getting their feedback on what we're trying to do and being very specific in our outreach, I think that we can have some success. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. That's very general, I know, but what you won't see from us is this flood of police in neighborhoods stopping everybody to try and, solve or bring down crime. I just don't think that's the answer.
Now, we are just getting started. We have a lot more to cover. Don't miss more of my full interview later this week, only here on Late News Tonight.